Archangel Michael says, you are not imagining it. That heaviness that surrounds your bed each night. That stillness in the air that speaks without words. There is a reason you keep waking at the same hour. A reason shadows bend in that one corner of your room. Something ancient breathes within the walls. You are sleeping in a place that remembers more than it reveals. Footsteps that aren't yours have already walked these wooden floors. Cries have echoed through the air in a time long before you even arrived. The house holds a timeline that never belonged to you, yet you were always tied to it. You didn't choose this place chose you. And the moment you stepped inside, it remembered everything you forgot. Type Amen to get blessing 333. You didn't build this home, but it recognized your energy the moment your hand touched the door. A flicker in the lights. A subtle change in temperature. The echo of a name you've never spoken, yet feels carved into your soul. A presence is watching, not to harm, but to deliver a message. Something left behind long ago is tethered to your spirit. It waits, patiently, knowing that your soul would one day return here. Archangel Michael says the energy within this home has not been fully unlocked. The dreams you've had lately, the ones that don't feel like yours, are fragments of a life that was once paused. The story was left half-told, and now it's calling upon you to finish it. Type Amen to get blessing 771. There are markings beneath the paint. Dates covered under wallpaper. A name scratched faintly on the underside of a loose floorboard. These are not accidents, these are invitations. This isn't just a structure made of bricks, wood, and dust. It's a gate. A silent chamber. A resting place for memories that were denied closure. Each time you feel a chill pass down your neck, it's not the cold, it's the memory of something unresolved. The house has been trying to speak. And now, with you inside, it finally has a voice again. Type Amen to get blessing 418. The house remembers everything. Every tear shed. Every prayer whispered into the floorboards. Every moment someone begged for a future, not knowing that you were part of that prayer. You are not the first soul this place has tried to reach. But you are the only one who stayed long enough to listen. That's why the air feels heavier. That's why some rooms feel colder than others. There is a woman's voice lingering. Not loud. Not angry. Just waiting. She was silenced, not by choice, but by time. And her story is buried within the walls of the home you now sleep in. Type Amen to get blessing 905. You have been placed in this home by divine intention. This is not about furniture or paint. This is about a soul mission, activated by the energy of a place that remembered your name before you were born. That strange pull you feel at night, the one that won't let you sleep peacefully, is not fear. It is memory knocking. A long-forgotten bond echoing louder each time you try to ignore it. Something happened here that shifted destinies. And your arrival is not a coincidence, it is a reckoning. A cycle is returning to be closed through you. Archangel Michael says that this house has spiritual gravity. It pulled you in because you have the strength to unlock what others feared. Type Amen to get blessing 118. A mirror in that home has seen more than your reflection. It has watched generations come and go. It has wept when the truth remained hidden. There's a crack in one of the walls that always catches your eye. It isn't random. It's a scar. A mark left by something powerful, something painful, something unfinished. Someone long before you knew they wouldn't get to finish what they started. So they planted signs. Traces, tokens. Knowing that one day, someone like you would arrive to carry the story forward. You are not just living in a house. You are living inside a soul-bound promise. Type Amen to get blessing 665. Look closer at the photos you've taken inside. Notice the shadows, the strange outlines. They're not just tricks of the light, they're confirmations. Signs. Proof that the house remembers. Sometimes you wake up with a phrase in your head. Words you've never heard. Names you don't recognize. Don't dismiss them. These are not random. They are whispers of something once sacred. There's an attic or a basement you've avoided. A room that never feels comfortable. That is the center. The heart of the unresolved energy. The room that holds the memory frozen in time. Archangel Michael says there's an object hidden in that room. A personal item. A token of identity. Once you touch it, everything will shift. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Some visitors feel uncomfortable in your house without knowing why. Others comment on a strange familiarity. That's because the house shows people what they're ready to see. To some, it shows peace. To others, it shows sorrow. But to you, it shows truth. You are the key. The answer the house has waited generations for. Your blood, your spirit, your energy, it matches a frequency buried long ago. The moment you accept this truth, the house will begin to change. The energy will soften. The rooms will breathe easier. The doors will stop creaking. Type Amen to get blessing 849. But be warned, when one wakes sleeping energy, not all of it is gentle. You may experience moments of déjà vu so intense they paralyze you. You may dream in colors you've never seen before. These aren't symptoms of a problem. They are signs of your alignment. You are tuning into the spirit of a home that once held your karmic past. A letter is hidden here. Not typed. Handwritten. Folded tightly and slid between the layers of something old, a drawer, a book, a photograph. It will be found only when your soul is ready. Not before. Type Amen to get blessing 390. Archangel Michael says the home you're in has a guardian spirit. Not a ghost. Not a threat. But a protector. And they know you. This protector has followed your lineage, watching silently. Ensuring the right one would return to the house at the right moment. That protector has begun leaving signs for you, fluttering curtains without wind, lights flickering without fault, or the sudden scent of something familiar. Your job is not to fear, but to recognize. To honor the house. To uncover what must be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 144. In one corner of your home, a clock stopped working years ago. Don't replace it yet. That broken timepiece holds a frozen moment. The exact minute something sacred was sealed. If you start to feel cold at the same time every day, pay attention. That hour is sacred. That hour is the key. If you see the same number everywhere inside your home, door frames, bills, lights, it's not a coincidence. That number is your portal. Your invitation. Your marker. Archangel Michael says the moment you light a single candle with intention, the house will respond. Type Amen to get blessing 588. A mirror might fog when no one is in the room. Your favorite object might fall without explanation. All of this is part of the awakening. The energy is learning to trust you. It's seeing how your spirit reacts. And when you show respect, it shows revelation. Someone who once lived here died with a secret. A secret that would change your understanding of yourself. That soul is trying to get that truth to you now. They've been speaking through symbols. And those symbols will become louder in coming days. Type Amen to get blessing 703. Don't rush to leave this house even when it feels too much. You're not here forever. But you're here long enough to complete something powerful. There's a room that has seen more grief than laughter. It might need music. Dance. Laughter. The energy in that room is waiting to be rewritten. You are not haunted. You are blessed. This isn't a curse, it's a calling. Archangel Michael says once the final truth is revealed, you'll receive something physical as confirmation. Type Amen to get blessing 950. You might find an old coin. A faded letter. A locket. A signature. These will not be ordinary. These are your final signs. When that happens, the air in the house will feel different. Lighter. Softer. Grateful. And you, too, will feel a release. A clarity you didn't know you were missing. A peace that arrives not with sound, but with understanding. This house is your chapter in a story older than memory. Type Amen to get blessing 527. You weren't meant to just rest here. You were meant to finish something someone couldn't. You were meant to return to what you never began. Let the walls speak. Let the windows show you what you need. Don't just live here. Listen here. This place knew you before you knew yourself. It always had a light waiting for your arrival. Now, it's time to turn that light on fully and finish what was meant to be fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 603. Archangel Michael says the moment you acknowledge this mission, something will click in your soul. You will begin to see how every dream, every strange coincidence, was always leading you here. You were never lost, you were being guided back to this place of remembering. Your footsteps awaken memories layered beneath dust and time. Each time you walk through the hallway, the floors sigh not from age, but from relief. Relief that the right soul has finally returned. There's a journal or item tucked behind a cabinet that isn't yours. Yet when you touch it, a surge will rush through you, a deep knowing, like meeting a long-lost part of yourself. That moment is sacred, do not take it lightly. This house will test you before it trusts you. But once it does, it will protect you in ways the world never could. Type Amen to get blessing 892. Even if you moved into this house by accident, it wasn't accidental. That paperwork. That agent. That exact day. They were all steps in a divine alignment. This house was waiting. Watching. Silently whispering to the heavens, "Bring them back to me." And finally, the universe obeyed. A woman in your bloodline once made a promise in this home. A vow that she could not fulfill because she was pulled away too soon. Now, her soul hovers just near your dreams, hoping you'll feel her presence and complete what she began. And the moment you do, your path will change. Type Amen to get blessing 411. You'll begin to notice animals acting differently in this house. Birds lingering longer. Cats staring at corners. Dogs refusing to enter certain rooms. They sense what you are only beginning to see. The ancestors are closer here. The veil between the spirit world and your physical world is thinnest in this house. Because something divine lives here. A portal, a memory chamber, a sacred unfinished circle. You will start having flashes, of people, images, voices that don't belong to your past but speak to your soul. They're not hallucinations, they're echoes. Echoes from your soul's forgotten assignments. You are here because your spirit remembered the contract, even when your mind forgot. Type Amen to get blessing 637. Sometimes you'll hear soft knocks or the creaking of wood when everything is still. That's not coincidence. That's not decay. That's spirit trying to say, "We are here." One window in your house sees more than others. That window once faced the moment of truth. If you sit beside it quietly, with a candle, you may feel the pulse of the past asking to be heard. A mirror may reveal a flicker, a flash, a face not your own. Don't be frightened, be open. What once was hidden now seeks the light of your acknowledgement. This house is not cursed. It is sacred. It is holy. And now, it is yours to understand. Type Amen to get blessing 774. You may feel your energy drain in certain areas. That's not your weakness. That's a sacred energy exchange. Those rooms are taking your light and slowly recharging with truth. But don't worry. As the energy settles and aligns with your vibration, you will feel lighter. You will dream clearer. You will awaken healed. Archangel Michael says, a secret letter was left for someone like you. Sealed in fear. Hidden in hope. It was never meant to be forgotten, it was just waiting for the right hands. You are those hands. Type Amen to get blessing 991. A name may come to you suddenly. One you've never spoken aloud. Write it down. Research it. That name is your anchor, the thread connecting you to a forgotten vow. A painting, a crack in the wall, even an old squeaky stair, all hold meaning. Each is a bookmark in this house's history. Each one telling you, pay attention. You are not a visitor. You are a fulfiller. A closer of loops. A rewriter of sorrow into peace. What you do in this house will ripple across your entire lineage, past, present, and unborn. Type Amen to get blessing 109. One day soon, light will shine through a window differently. It will hit a spot in the house you never noticed before. That light will guide you to something buried, beneath wood, stone, or silence. You'll be tempted to move or sell this place when things get too intense. But wait. That resistance is part of the awakening. You are close to unlocking something that was never meant to remain hidden. An old diary, a candle holder, a key with no lock, these will find you. They will be placed before you in moments that feel like magic. Because they are magic. Sacred, soul-bound magic. Type Amen to get blessing 266. When rain falls, you'll hear it sing on this rooftop. Listen closely. There are words in the rhythm. Chants from generations past, asking for remembrance. You may feel drawn to burn incense, light candles, or leave water by the door. Follow that urge. It's your spirit remembering old rituals. If a child visits this house, they may say strange things. Let them speak. Children remember what we forget. They are often the first to sense truth. This house is becoming what it was always meant to be, a healing space. A resurrection of legacy. Type Amen to get blessing 837. In the coming nights, your dreams will sharpen. You may even see yourself in clothes from another time. Don't dismiss it. You are being shown your soul's connection. You might see visions of a couple, a family, or a single woman crying. You're not watching strangers, you're seeing a spiritual lineage that now flows through you. You've been chosen not because you're perfect, but because you're ready. Ready to see, feel, honor, and restore. This house believes in you more than anyone ever has. Let that be your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 722. There is an old nail in the wall that cannot be removed. Leave it. It's not just metal. It's a spiritual stake, a memory anchor, holding something sacred in place. An old closet, one you barely use, holds more than old boxes. Sit inside. Close your eyes. Feel what your heart tells you. There's a song that keeps coming to your mind. It's not random. That melody is a key. Play it aloud. The walls will listen. The air will shift. You are not crazy. You are awakening. Type Amen to get blessing 553. A day will come when the house finally exhales. It will feel like a sigh. Like someone's soul finally found peace. That day, the colors in the house will look brighter. The silence will feel soothing, not heavy. And you will know, the work is complete. But until that day arrives, stay open. Stay faithful. Stay awake to the whispers. Your presence here is not just a coincidence, it's an appointment written long ago in spiritual time. Type Amen to get blessing 477. If the house feels too quiet, remember, silence is where truth hides. Truth comes softly, slowly, faithfully. Archangel Michael says your ancestors have placed blessings in every corner of this house. They are unlocking one by one, every time you honor what is unseen. And one night, when the moon is at its peak, you will be shown the final vision. It will come not as fear, but as peace. As clarity. As a powerful goodbye and holy beginning. Then, and only then, will this house finally rest. Type Amen to get blessing 341. You may wake up one morning and feel like the house feels different. Not in a bad way, but in a way that feels like a long-held breath has finally been exhaled. That moment is your sign, the house is starting to heal with you inside it. That healing might come with emotion. You may cry without knowing why. You may laugh at nothing. You may feel tired, but at peace. These are not random reactions. They are responses to spiritual shifts happening in the very walls around you. Look out the window during sunrise. The light will hit a specific part of the house in a way it never has before. That golden beam is a blessing. A nod from the spirits that the forgotten pages are being read again. You are not walking alone in that house. You are walking with memories that adore you. With energy that believes in your role. Type Amen to get blessing 1188. If you ever hear your name softly whispered while you're alone, don't be alarmed. That's not a ghost, it's a memory greeting its chosen one. It's an echo of a time you didn't live but were destined to repair. Something about this house has started changing your mindset. Your decisions are different. Your heart feels clearer. That's because the house is working with you. It's aligning your soul with the original path. A white feather may appear unexpectedly. A sudden breeze through closed windows. A light that turns off and on again with no cause. These are all validations that you're connected to something far bigger than what you can see. Archangel Michael says not only is this your assignment, it's your breakthrough. When this cycle is complete, you will be given a reward that cannot be stolen. Type Amen to get blessing 744. You may find yourself drawn to a specific room over and over again. A room that once felt cold, but now calls you with comfort. That's the sacred room, the one holding the final part of the story. There is a floorboard that creaks with a different tone. A stair that seems to hum when you step on it. These little signals are love notes from the past. They're showing you the map without needing a compass. You might feel emotional in the early mornings and late nights. That's when the veil is thinnest. That's when the house is whispering its secrets the loudest. And every time you light a candle with intention in this space, something old is released and something new is born. Type Amen to get blessing 602. Watch what happens after you clear clutter from one particular area. You'll feel lighter. Brighter. The air will shift. That was a spiritual blockage being removed. Old energy can attach to forgotten corners and unopened drawers. When you clear them, you clear lifetimes. The house isn't just being cleaned, it's being realigned. You might suddenly start remembering your childhood differently. That's not confusion, that's clarity. The house is peeling back the veils over your mind. You are remembering things you never even lived in this lifetime. And that's the miracle of divine energy. It transcends time and gives you access to everything once broken, so you can now make it whole. Type Amen to get blessing 319. There is a piece of jewelry, a button, a coin, or a thread tucked into the lining of something forgotten. You will find it when your spirit is most ready to understand. That item will unlock your next chapter. You may have visions of walking through the house in different clothing. Old-fashioned garments. Heavy feelings. It's not imagination, it's soul travel. You are experiencing the memory of the house through your own eye. Now with new rhythm. Your heartbeat has synced with its walls. Your breath has echoed through its history. You are no longer a visitor, you are a part of it. Soon, a dream will give you the name of the original energy this house is tied to. That name will guide you. That name will become your password to unlocking the door within your own spirit. One morning, you may find the air so calm it feels like the house is sleeping. That's when you've done your job well. That's when the energy has settled into peace. A gift will arrive. Not always material. Sometimes, it's in the form of freedom. Of clarity. Of spiritual vision. And once it comes, you'll feel lighter than you've ever felt. Type Amen to get blessing 999. That wall you once ignored will suddenly feel important. Don't repaint it just yet. That wall holds imprints. Fingerprints of memory. Let it stand a little longer. Watch how flowers bloom more vibrantly when placed inside. Even plants recognize sanctified space. This house has become that, a living sanctuary for healing, revelation, and divine restoration. You'll notice guests visiting your house feel sleepy, or unusually emotional. That's because they're also tapping into the field you've helped cleanse. This isn't just your home anymore, it's a spiritual threshold. And just before you move on from this place someday, the house will send you a sign. A final whisper. A thank you. Type Amen to get blessing 321. You will feel honored in that moment. Not because the house needed you, but because you chose to say yes to a sacred responsibility. When others ask why you stayed, why you felt so connected to a normal place, you won't always have words. You'll only have the truth inside your soul, knowing, something ancient healed through you. If ever you feel overwhelmed, sit on the floor and place your palm flat on the ground. Close your eyes. Breathe. The house will meet you there. It will always remember what you've done for it. And it will guard you for the rest of your journey. Type Amen to get blessing 778. Soon, your reflection will look different, not in appearance, but in presence. You'll carry the energy of resolution. The light of someone who fulfilled something timeless. Strangers may compliment your peace. Friends may feel safer around you. That's the frequency of completion. The blessing of restoring what was lost. A door in your home that always stuck may suddenly swing open. A sign. A signal. A reward. The house has fully aligned with you. The resistance has dissolved. You didn't just live here. You transformed here. You became more. Type Amen to get blessing 542. And now, the final stage begins. A divine unlocking. Where everything that was paused in your life begins to flow again. Because you accepted the energy of a place that most would have feared. Archangel Michael says a new season will enter your life without resistance. Because this house, once burdened by memories, is now an altar of divine timing. Heaven has recorded your act. The ancestors have witnessed your willingness. And the universe is preparing a blessing that reflects the weight of what you've completed. The house sleeps now. But its dreams are made of light. Of you. Of eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 1001.